Hey everybody, welcome to Shit I Love, a new show I've decided to start. My name is George Efta, in case you don't know. It's been a while since I did anything on YouTube. If you follow me on Instagram or Twitter, then you know I've been doing things, just nothing on the camera. For the record, I'm on Instagram at KipCarson37. I'm on Twitter at George Efta, I believe. That's my name, so it would make sense. You can also find me on Facebook. I wanted to start a new show because I've been watching some Fat Man on Batman, the Kevin Smith show with him and Mark Bernardin, and I just felt inspired to talk about a thing that I love. So, new show, Shit I Love, which will cover moments from movies, TV shows, books, whatever. Little things, just stuff that like I very much love, that I feel like either don't get talked about enough, or that are specifically me, and I have to talk about them. There will be more content on the YouTube channel, I promise. I am in Colorado, hence the new wall. I mean, it's the same wall, it's still my movies, but like, as you can see, there's a new shelf. I got that for free. Anyway, I am in Colorado. I haven't moved from Boston. I'm recently employed. I haven't started yet, but still, I got a job. And maybe that's why I haven't done more YouTube shit. I've just been like, I'm unemployed, I'm gonna drink too much. But fuck all that. That'll come later in a personal George's Journal vlog type thing where I explain what I've been up to. But for now, I just want to talk about some shit I love. If the audio on this is a little bit shitty or I'm too quiet, which, come on, if you know me, I'm never too quiet. Kevin is sleeping. I'm living with Kevin. Not Kevin Smith, Kevin, my friend. So I'm going to try to be quieter. I did ask him about this. He said, just record whenever you want, man. Like, it's not a big deal. So, anyway, I'm going to try and keep it reined in, despite the fact that it's shit I love, and I tend to get pretty loud when it's shit I love that I'm talking about. So if you saw the title, and if you were confused by it, I'm talking today about specifically the scene in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, which you haven't seen, go see it. I mean, it's made a shit zillion dollars, so you probably saw it. But the scene in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, where Kurt Russell as Ego, and Chris Pratt as Starlord, Peter Quill, have a catch with an energy ball. So when I saw it, it was opening weekend, pretty packed house, and of course the movie's very funny. There were a lot of laughs throughout the movie, and some stuff is supposed to be like, the characters aren't laughing, but you're laughing at them. It's a little bit silly, a little bit schmaltzy, whatever. This moment where finally Peter meets his dad, and they understand who each other are, and they've had that expository conversation where you know what's happening. Peter manages to make a ball of energy, and they have a catch. And when that started, and the camera pulls back to a wide shot of them throwing it, and the music got a little bit sentimental, my crowd laughed like, oh, aren't they fucking lame? Look at the lame people having a catch. And I was in the theater melting. Like, it almost made me cry. Having a catch is a big deal to me. I won't get into the whole, me and my dad used to play catch, now we don't talk thing, though that's a part of it. As I said in one of my other, I think, journal videos, Guardians of the Galaxy, the series, the franchise, is very simple to like understand why you would love it. The first one is about trauma, particularly Peter's trauma in losing his mother. And the second one is about daddy issues. I've got daddy issues, and therefore I like the second one more. Also, I just think it's a better story, and it's weirder. There are moments in that movie that felt just for me, including the have a catch scene. But I'm not going to get into my personal thing so much as what that moment is to me is the best kind of filmmaking in my opinion. Film is still a new art, relatively speaking. It's about a century old, I guess, because the first silent films are coming out in like the 19-teens, maybe like 1903, 4, but like the real like Renaissance, like the beginning of film was like 1912, 1913. So the art form is very young compared to like painting and music, which goes back centuries. Even playwriting and books, which go back forever. So we're in this phase now where everyone's kind of riffing on everything else. You know, there's nothing new under the sun. We have a very film-savvy culture. Even if you're not a film geek, you understand how movies work because they're everywhere, and you can watch YouTube videos like this one of some asshole talking about like how Kurosawa learned his shit from John Ford, and then Tarantino stole his shit from Kurosawa, or Lucas got there first, and so on and so forth. Everyone knows how movies work. And because of that, a lot of the best movies tend to be kind of like a remixy referential thing. And when it's done well, it's amazing. Tarantino, all of his films, take other stuff, he remixes it, and it shows something new that you understand where it came from. And that's a cool moment. A cool realization when you're watching a film. Like Baby Driver, like, wow, this is a whole new thing that you watch and you're like, this is every music video. And it's, you know, it's Death Proof, it's Ronin, it's every car chase film. That kind of thing. So in particular, in this situation, I'm drunk as well, hence the gesturing and the mumbling and the blah blah blah. The having a catch scene in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, it's the end of Field of Dreams. Spoilers for Field of Dreams if you haven't seen it. Now, apparently Field of Dreams is a guy movie, and apparently it's specifically a guy from the early 90s, late 80s type of movie. For example, Kevin didn't give a shit about Field of Dreams. Probably wouldn't enjoy it. He didn't like baseball that much. But for a lot of people my age, or slightly younger or older, baseball, father-son, having a catch, stuff. Like, there's two big pillars of baseball movies. There's The Sandlot, and then kind of Field of Dreams, which is about being a fan of baseball. Like, The Sandlot's about loving baseball and friendship and, like, how baseball is a way of life. Field of Dreams is about being a fan of all the things I just said. It's kind of the ultimate fanboy movie. Like, the fucker builds a baseball stadium. But anyway. Yeah, he's trying to solve, like, this ghost story mystery plot that's happening. But the heart of that movie is Kevin Costner. In my brain, I was like, Spacey? Sorbo? Smith? No, shit. Kevin Costner never got to have a catch with his dad. His father was a very cold man. So in his cornfield on this farm, he builds a baseball stadium, and these ghosts start showing up. And it's the ghost of Shoeless Joe Jackson and other very famous dead baseball players. At the end of that movie, spoilers again, at the end of that movie, a young man version of Kevin Costner's father steps out of the corn onto the field, and the two of them have a catch. And it's the moment where everybody weeps, where Costner goes, "Hey, Dad, you want to have a catch?" And, like, I'm pretty sure that's the end of the movie. Like, there's a moment, like, where if you build it, they will come, and, like, there's a line of cars going all the way through Kansas for people to come watch, like, ghosts play baseball, I guess. It's a weird ending. But emotionally, it's the, Dad, let's have a catch. And that's what I love about Guardians of the Galaxy, is that those movies, while being very weird and original and idiosyncratic, they are referencing other stuff. By its very nature, Marvel movies tend to be self-referential, you know, referencing other Marvel movies. Peter Quill was a 12-year-old boy in 1986 or whatever, so he only speaks in Ninja Turtles, Star Wars, and of course the music of his time period and his mother's time period. So it's a very, like, pop culture-y kind of movie. It's a jukebox movie, not just in music, but in style, tone, and referencing other stuff. And that moment where Kurt Russell and Chris Pratt have a catch, solidified their bond for me. And it made everything that comes afterwards, spoilers for Guardians Volume 2, where the father turns out to be the villain, and it turns out the father killed his mother and all that shit. It made it deeper because they had a catch. Like, it is an iconic, cheesy, easy thing to do. Like, oh, the father and son have a catch. But it worked for me in this very deep level. And in case you never thought about it before, it is flat out the scene at the end of Field of Dreams where Kevin Costner has a catch with his dad. So that's episode 1 of Shit That I Love. I love when Kevin Costner, Kurt Russell and Chris Pratt have a catch. That moment to me was beautiful. That's all it was. Like, it was a perfect thing. So that's episode 1. I'll see you next time with more Shit That I Love. Bye.